First of all, David, let me thank you deeply for what you're doing and what you did.
Okay, Antonio.
My first question is, when I came to you with this proposal from Salone del Mobile, you took some time and then you came back to me, say, I have an idea and it's a thinking room. Why a thinking room?
I got this idea, when you told me about this thing, making a room, then your mind goes to rooms. And so then you have, many, many, many possibilities. And so you start thinking about rooms. And then I started thinking about rooms. I saw this drawing that I did a long time ago. I looked at this drawing and I thought, oh, this is a thinking room. And then once I got this idea of a thinking room, the whole thing sprouted. And I started doing small drawings for the room, and thinking about these different things. And one thing led to another, and I started working with your, great team of architects, and it really took off.
Do you have any specific instruction for the visitors?
Just as at every visitor to go anywhere, to allow yourself to pleasantly observe the surroundings when you go into the thinking room, and think about what it would be like to sit in this room and think.
Is there any specific innuendo or any particular meanings? I'm talking about the colors, or it's just colors that you like?
This color of blue, deep blue, seems to me, obviously the room could be any color, but I chose to have this deep blue because of all the colors, it seems to me that's the most soothing, deep, soothing, more silent depth that you need for this, really get down into thinking. In the deep thinking, this would really help facilitate that deep blue. And I like that. Then the ceiling, as opposed to the walls, the ceiling is gold, all bright, but the light from the ceiling illumines the room below. So you have a very dark walls and floor for thinking, but then this light, electric light coming from the ceiling for sparking the ideas.
In the center of the room, there is a large armchair. It looks like a throne, a wooden throne. And any specific idea about that? Why so big? Why wooden? Why a throne?
I don't know why, it just felt correct. This place where you sit, it's kind of regal. It's important. It should be very significant to catch ideas. And it has 7 chimneys, and the chimneys are connected to the ceiling. So there's a conduit, there's a way to traverse, or whatever it is, to go up and go down, and to keep in touch with all realms to catch ideas. So you can go very, very, very deep, or very, very, very high, and all these different places where ideas exist, and you can catch them.
You mentioned before the architects. Can you tell me something about the collaboration with Piccolo Teatro di Milano?
Well, they were sensational, and they caught on to this idea very quickly, and I could tell that they liked it. This is a unique room. There won't be any other rooms like this, and I think they appreciated that and got onto it almost as if, it's strange because they understood this room very quickly, like this room existed before somehow. They understood it. They knew it, and So working together with them, it was very easy. And they did fantastic drawings and, blueprints and everything for the builders based on the idea. And they were fantastic to work with.
Do you see any relationship between this room? Actually, we should say rooms because there are two identical rooms. Any relationship with your work as a filmmaker?
No, this is as I said, a unique room, has nothing to do with cinema or anything else. It's a thinking room based on ideas that came. But you could be in that room and catch ideas for cinema. You could catch ideas for furniture. You could catch ideas for music. It's a room to think in to get ideas. That's the purpose of the room.
Last time we spoke, I mistakenly used the expression meditation room, and you corrected me. Can you tell me briefly the difference between a meditation room and a thinking room?
Well, this would be a great room to meditate in. It's nice. It could be, a room that'd be very quiet and conducive to going within. I practice transcendental meditation, and it's a technique to dive within. And by diving within, people have many different ideas of where this within is and what the within is. The within is this field of consciousness. Inside of every human being, and the deepest level, is an ocean of pure consciousness. And this ocean has many names throughout time. It's called being. It's called a unified field. It's called the kingdom of heaven. It's called, the constitution of the universe. It's totality. It's oneness. It's, all these different names for one field. It's always and forever been there. And this field is consciousness. And this consciousness has qualities. So it's a field of unbounded intelligence, creativity, happiness, energy, love, and peace. And any human being can access this, but we need a technique that works. And for me, this is transcendental meditation. Absolutely a technique that works first time, every time. And you practice this and you gain more and more consciousness as you meditate daily. And that means you gain more creativity, gain more love, gain more happiness. It's money in the bank for the human being. So yes, and then the power of thinking increases. You're diving into a field of pure creativity, you're going to get more creative. You're diving into a field of unbounded intelligence, you're going to get smarter. You're going to get more intelligence to work with. You go into the thinking room with more and more of that, you're going to get greater ideas. The two go together, ideas and being, ideas and consciousness, ideas and consciousness is everything. And we want to get more of that, each one of us human beings, unfold our full potential. We unfold our full potential by diving within, experiencing that field, and every time we experience it, we gain some, we take some with us when we come out. And we grow in that, and we get our ball of consciousness that starts expanding more and more and more if we're diving within every day. And that ball of consciousness can grow to unbounded, infinitely huge, and that's our full potential, totality, enlightenment, total fulfillment, liberation. This is in our future as human beings. We're humans reflecting the being. That's why we're called human beings. We need to get more of the being, more of the consciousness, and we'll be happier. The stress goes when you practice transcendental meditation. We are suffering. So many people are suffering with stress these days. And stress is getting people, some more and some less, but everyone is suffering to some degree these days. It's not, human beings are supposed to be happy. We're supposed to be getting along with one another. We're supposed to be treating each other as we would like to be treated. We're supposed to be friendly. We're supposed to be helping each other. And this can happen with more and more of this consciousness coming up.
Do you think that the visitors will be improved by visiting your thinking room?
Antonio, the visitors will be much improved. They'll be lining up outside the rooms. They won't know what they're going to see. And they'll go through a little corridor and they'll enter into the thinking room. And their eyes will be open wide and they'll say, oh my goodness, what a fantastic little room. And they'll go around and they'll go around and they'll feel and they'll think and they'll be, they won't realize it at first, but they'll be getting happier and happier, and they'll be getting filled with a kind of energy. And when they leave this space, the ideas will be flowing, and the energy will be flowing, and the happiness will be flowing. And when they go out, they'll be, energized to find things to make their life better and better and better.